Hi all, nice to see you again. Let's continue with the exercise of life process in living organisms part 2, which belongs to standard 10. In the last video, we have solved question number 1 to question number 7. Now in this video, we will solve question number 8, 9 and 10 from the exercise. So the question is, gender of child is determined by the male partner of couple. Explain with reason whether this statement is true or false. Actually, the statement is true. But in our society, it is considered that the female is responsible for the next child's gender. But if we see scientifically, the male partner is responsible for the gender of child. How it is? Let's see the reason. We know that in humans, 23 pairs of chromosomes are present. That means total 46 numbers of chromosomes are present, right? So during the formation of gametes in males, if you see, when the male forms sperms which contain the X chromosome, see, during the formation of gamete, what happened? Out of 46 number of chromosome, only 23 numbers of chromosomes enter in one gamete, right? See, if that gamete contain 22 chromosomes along with X chromosome, the sperm contains X chromosome, okay? If the male produce the sperm with Y chromosome along with the other 22 chromosomes, okay, that sperm contain the Y chromosome. But the female only can produce the eggs along with the X chromosomes, okay? All the X chromosomes that the female will produce contains the X chromosome only, right? So here it is clear that the male can produce the sperm along with either X chromosome or Y chromosome, but the female's egg contains only X chromosomes. If the sperm containing X chromosome from the male fertilize with the egg of the female, which usually contains the X chromosome only, the next generation is having XX chromosome, that is a female child. If a male share Y chromosome with the X chromosome of the female, the next progeny is having XY combination of chromosome, that is the male progeny. See, the only male partner is responsible here, because if the male only can share Y chromosome, then only the male child will create. Otherwise, if he share X chromosome with the female, the only female child will create in the next generation. So this is proof that male partner is responsible for the gender of child, okay? See the answer given point wise here. So you can pause the video and you can take down the answer. The next question is, explain the asexual reproduction in plants. We have seen many asexual reproduction process in the organisms, that is budding is there, fragmentation is there, regeneration is there. So many types of asexual reproduction is there in the organisms. But in plant, the asexual reproduction takes place only by one process, that is vegetative propagation, okay? So this is the process by which the asexual reproduction takes place in plants, okay? So the new plants are produced from the vegetative parts like roots, stem, leaves and buds. So we know the example of carrot. If we cut out the broader end of the carrot and we keep that carrot into the plate containing water, the part, that cut out part, start to produce the new buds, okay, the new plants, right? So it is not a seed, it is not a usual process that we germinate the seed and then the plant grow, okay? In this process of asexual reproduction, the unusual way, there is no other parent is present, only one parent is responsible for the production of next generation. That's why it is a asexual type of reproduction. We know that potato has many eggs will produce if we keep it as it is in the air for many days, right? All these eyes from the potatoes are able to produce new plants of potatoes, right? So like this, sugarcane is also the what we can say the node of the sugarcane, where is the point of attachments of nodes of sugarcane. If we sow that sugarcane node into the soil, the new sugarcane plants produce with that nodes, okay, the buds present on that nodes, right? So this is called as vegetative propagation. That means a part of the plant is able to produce the new part. It is not a seed here, it is part of the plant, okay. So no two partners are present here, no two gametes are present here which will combine and produce, like in the case of sexual reproduction. So it is a sexual kind of reproduction, and example is vegetative propagation. You can read the answer and you can take down the answer if you want. The last question, modern techniques like surrogate mother, sperm bank and IVF technique will help the human beings. Justify this statement. Answer. Childless couple can have a child with the help of modern techniques like surrogacy, sperm bank and IVF, that is in vitro fertilization. So let's discuss what is surrogacy technique. We know that in the woman's body after fertilization the zygote is formed, and this zygote is implanted in the uterus on the endometrium, right? But in some women, due to some problem, the implantation cannot be takes place, right? The zygote is formed, but the zygote is unable to implant on the endometrium, right? In such a woman, what we do with the help of the surrogacy technique, we can implant the zygote in the other woman's uterus, okay, other woman's uterus. Let's see the process stepwise. In this technique, the oocyte is collected from the woman, okay, oocyte means unfertilized egg cell collected from the woman, and means from which woman? The woman from the couple, okay, who has problem in implantation of embryo in her uterus, right? This oocyte is allowed to fertilize in a test tube with the sperm collected from her husband, right? So the embryo formed outside the body in the test tube is now implanted into the another woman, okay. This another woman is called as surrogate mother, okay, who has normal uterus. Now the zygote will convert into embryo, embryo will convert into fetus in the womb of, in the uterus of surrogate mother, and she will give rise a birth of the baby which is not belongs to her, which is belongs to the other couple, okay. So this is the surrogacy technique. We know the example of surrogacy technique. The Shilpa Shetty is the recently example of this. She has a child, second child from this same technique, that is surrogacy technique, okay. Next is the sperm bank, okay. The semen is collected from the sperm donors after their physical and medical checkup and stored. This stored sperm can be used in the case where male partner in the couple have some problem in sperm production. Here also sperm from the sperm bank and egg from the concerned female is allowed to fuse in the test tube, and embryo formed is implanted in the same female's uterus. The difference is the zygote is implanted into the same female, okay. In the surrogate technique it was implanted into the other female, but in this method the zygote is implanted into this same female. The female is fit here, but the problem is there in the sperm count of male, right? That's why this method is used. Now the next is IVF, in vitro fertilization. In vitro means what? Outside the body, outside the native place, okay, is called as in vitro. And fertilization means what? Combination or fusion of male and female gamete. When the fusion of male and female gametes takes place outside the body, inside the test tube in the laboratory, in artificial conditions, the process is called as in vitro fertilization, okay. IVF technique is used for having the child in the case of those childless couple who have problems like less sperm count, obstacles in oviduct, etc. In this technique, fertilization is brought about in the test tube. The embryo is implanted in the uterus of woman at appropriate time. So in these, with the help of these techniques, the childless couple will get child, right? In this way, we have completed the exercise of the very important lesson. So, I have divided the whole lesson into 4 videos. Okay. So, this is the last video. So, students, to get the answers of the next lesson, stay tuned with me. Subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed to get my previous video and the notification of upcoming videos. Thank you, students. See you again. Bye.